Hello, welcome guys. My name is Abdulkhalik Muhammad Mahmoud. Sorry for a long time. I never put a video. I never uploaded a video. Sorry for that. Today we are making a video here about coronavirus. Coronavirus has affected the worldwide globally, especially the countries in like China, US, USA, Italia, Spain, and so many other countries like Germany, Iran, France, UK, Switzerland, and so many others. Today we are going to make a very good video here. This is not only video; it's also effective to the worldwide, or anybody who wants to know about coronavirus and get treatment, how we can get treatment for it. Uh, for coronavirus case, for coronavirus case, we are going to discuss about, we have many discussions here, we have some data we have to analyze here. Coronavirus. So first of all, let me go to through history. Coronavirus was found first 1930s up to 1940s. For that period of one decade, from 1930s to 1940s, it was only for animals. Like there was mouse hepatitis, MHV, and TGF. They were only for animals that time of period, but human virus was discovered in 1960s. And coronavirus or COVID-19 is not the first one of coronavirus if affected a human being. So like years like 2003, they were having SARS-CoV was SARS-CoV. They were having in 2004 NL63 in 2005, in 2012 until 2019. 2019 was having the danger one, COVID-19. It was SARS-CoV-19 or COVID-2. SARS means severe acute respiratory syndrome. Coronavirus 19. COVID is the code for the disease, COVID-19. So if we go back to the history of coronavirus, I mean the word corona itself, it's coming from Greek word which means corona. Corona, it means something like circle, like this CD. And if you go through the photos of coronavirus, how the virus itself, it's something like circle. So that's a Greek word. Commonly they use in Latin, corona. Now let's go to analysis of coronavirus, which I want to talk more. If we go to coronavirus here, let's first see symptoms, prevention, treatments, then we go to analysis. So if we go back to our classes of public health, we define the public health as the science and the art of preventing disease, prolonging life, and promoting health. That's how we define public health. Now, when it comes to coronavirus, we have to discuss more how to prevent and can provide any system possible for prolonging life of tested positive cases. So if we go to symptoms of coronavirus, according to WHO, coughing, fever, tiredness, difficult breathing. That's some common symptoms of coronavirus. And if we go to prevention, how can disease be prevented? You have this one here. These are masks. You use the masks in the public area so that someone you may not get the virus. By the way, COVID-19 is airborne disease. So if you are if you have you must close your to prevent your mouth and mouth not receive any droplets of the virus. It can be very good for you. This is mask. It also have a side effect. You are not supposed to use the whole time, 24 hours or 12 hours, 6 hours, because this one is going to reduce the number of oxygen you are taking in or you are inhaling. So by the moment the oxygen that you are inhaling get less, you will be sick by the on the lungs. Because of this disease itself, it affects the lungs. And if you take also less oxygen, it will also affect your lungs. So masks are good in the public area. If you are going to town to buy things, if you go to supermarket to buy anything, then you use masks. But when you're at home, when you are at any free area, you have to remove it so that you take a clear oxygen and you inhale it very well. That is the mask is good, and also gloves. You can use gloves. So that you prevent disease not to reach even your hands. And anytime the virus reaches your hand, you can clean with the soap or anything which can be relevant or sanitizer. You just make sure your hands are clean and the viruses and bacteria were killed by any sanitizer possible. That's also a good way for prevention. Let me put treatment down. Now let's go now to analysis of coronavirus. The map here shows that worldwide it's having 824,563 cases of coronavirus. Total deaths has reached 4,673 people have died according to coronavirus cases. That's global. USA now is hitting 175,669 people having the coronavirus cases, and also they are having the total deaths of 3,424. Number 2 is Italy. They are having 105,792 people which are having diseases, and they are having deaths of 12,428, like that. So the number 1 is USA according to case. Number 2 is Italy according to case. Number 3 is Spain according to case. China is number 4 according to the cases. Germany is number 5. Iran, France, UK, Switzerland, Belgium, Netherlands, those are the cases. But when it comes to deaths, Italy is having 12,000 deaths, where Spain is having 8,000, which means 50% of deaths of total coronavirus were coming from Italy and Spain. That's coronavirus. If you go to China, for example, the cases are 80,000 or 81,519 cases, including 79 new cases of today. They have deaths of 3,305 people. But if you go to Italy, they are having 100,000, where the death is 12,000, which means like 50%, which means 11 to 12%. The death was hitting each 100 people. We are having 12 people, or 12 people were dying because of each 100 people, 12 of them were dying. Where China means less than 2% of all cases were dying. Let me show here something. Let me make a comparison between China and Italy. For example, this is China and this is This is China, this is Italia. So here within China, each 100 people which are having the disease of corona, only 2 to 3 people were dying because of coronavirus. This is Italia. Each 100 people, 12 of them were dying because of coronavirus. Then there are many questions why this one is having less deaths, this one is having more death, yet the cases are the same. The question is, people of Italy, mostly they were people in age like 40 plus, and they were having chronic diseases like diabetes, either type 1, type 2, hypertension, cancer, those chronic diseases. Where China by population, what the population of China, they are less, like the one which the disease has affected is less than 40, and they were not having chronic diseases. So as long as the triangle, and this one the population was less than 40%, and this one is the population is bigger than 40%. I mean, the population of the cases were 40 plus, they develop them to die, and they were having chronic disease. But this one, at the time they get chance, the only chance was they were not having chronic diseases, and people were less than 40% according to the age. So that's China and Italy. So mostly European countries they're almost the same, including like UK. It's like almost the China. I mean Italy, because the UK they are having 25,000 cases and 1,789 deaths, meaning that also like it's like 10 to 12% of the deaths. It's same like Italy, it's same like Spain, they're almost same. But countries like China and Iran, yeah, Iran is having 44,000 people or 44,000 cases of corona, and they're having 28 cases deaths, 2,898. They're having 2.8k deaths, and they're having 44k cases. So countries like Iran and China, the population is less. I mean, the population or the cases we are having were affecting people which are having age of less than 40 years. But countries like European countries in common, they are having this. The disease were affecting people elder than 40%. So according to treatment, and this is according to treatment or treatment of coronavirus, it's not yet officially declared that this is the final treatment for coronavirus, but still we can use some other treatments, said that at least to prolong the life the patients of coronavirus. But the first treatment is you not to get shocked when you test positive. Anybody who tests positive in corona need to get shocked at all. Now what we have discovered about coronavirus is that when someone tests that he is positive, immediately gets shocked and may develop to him not to eat even or not to drink, just get shocked, and that shocked can make him to fatality of the disease. It may develop to serious illness. Please never get shocked. That's the first treatment to coronavirus. The second one, you may use treatment like this one. It's highly suggested, Propeta N. This is Propeta N, and this is external use only. Thus betamethasone sodium phosphate 0.1%, and also neomycin sulfate 0.5%. So Propeta N, these drops are for eyes, ears, and nose, but purposely for coronavirus. You can use it as drops to the nose. You can put 2 or 3 drops this side, and you put 2 to 3 drops to this side. It's also, you can also use flaxseed oil. This is flaxseed oil. So I think most people know flaxseed oil. Say flaxseed ABDIKHALIK. So black seed oil, you can use it as well as propeta N, and you keep putting in your nose. You may add ginger. You may use some herbal treatments like you use ginger and or the relevant ones said that at least in the nasal area could be very quiet, or it will get the immune here will get boost said that it fights against the viruses which are coming through the nose. That one will help to clean the nasal area and may reduce more sneezing. And you can take some tablets of painkillers like penicillin, paracetamols in different ways, and you keep yourself in, you stay at home and keep yourself in very warm area. Countries like Africa, purposely, the coronavirus is not spreading much because of the weather is good. Since why many countries like Italy, Spain, the disease is spreading. The area is coldness. There's also air pollution. There's things like that. So it's not highly recommended. It's the reason why African countries they're having not having coronaviruses or more cases of coronavirus because first of all Africans they are not well movers, they don't travel much as well as other countries, so that's the first chance to get less cases. Like Uganda here, we have 33 cases of coronavirus. I think the last 3 4 days, firstly it was one, they increased up to 33, and now the government of Uganda have succeeded to quarantine them aside and not allow them to come out, or to at least one person to be with them, then comes out and takes the virus out. All those people, and Minister of Health of Uganda declared that any cases or many samples they have tested test is negative, or the many samples we are having are totally negative. So the good thing in Africa, the area is too warm, the weather is good, there is no more air pollution. Those are the chances why coronavirus is not affecting Africa much. So we shall use, wait globally to get at least vaccines against coronavirus, and they must be globally distributed to the worldwide to any country so that most of people will take. I know it will not possible that everybody will get treatment, vaccination against coronavirus, but at least it could help the nature of the community. Coronavirus itself used to spread, not have to be seen before, but I think this was the most dangerous disease according to the way it's transmitted, according to mode of transmission and spreading. It's the danger one. It's very simple to spread, very simple to move from one person to another. So please, I'm suggesting you if you like these videos, not only coronavirus but concerns all health cases, you can subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share with your loved ones. Thank you for watching this video. Until we meet next time, thank you a lot.